Hey guys, Figurecraft here. Sorry about that, I'm back. I finally found them. They went flying a pretty good ways. Okay, we was working on the bow and arrow pose. So, we're going for this pose now. So we'll work on getting that. First things first, we need to switch the face again. This one's jammed again. Lord, don't let the eyes go flying again. We don't need a second repeat of that. There we go. Okay. So first we need the main default face where he's calm. And we need these eyes. And we'll insert them. And we'll put his hair back on his head. And now we'll work on getting this hand off, so just bear with me here a few. I'm going to take the sword out of his hand first. And I got to be able to see to do this, so I don't break anything. So we got one hand off. Now the second one is going to be a little tedious. So we work on getting the shield loose. Yeah. That loose. Okay. Get that off. Now let's work on getting the hand off. Okay. Both hands are off. So the first thing I gotta work with is the bow first. Okay. I'm working here, y'all. Okay. So there's the bow. Let me find my picture of Link. We're going to do some other stuff here too. So first I got to get his arm situated the right way. Turn his head the right way. Fix his body. Just give me a few short seconds here while I situate him. Okay, so he stands in this pose right here. Come pulling that chainmail down a bit. We'll just situate the bow, flip it, because this goes under. Now we got to get the arrow, but first, before we do that, he's got to have all of his shield and sword on his back. So first of all, we'll show the shield. This is the piece that you get. So you work with it, and you find out where this piece situates, which on the figure, it situates right here, but you also got to make sure you get it on the right way, because there are certain grooves on the shield right here. There's a deep hole and a narrow hole, which I think I have it on the right way, so we'll just try to push this. Yeah, there you go. That's on the right way. And then you insert the Master Sword into the sheath. And this one locks in. It locks in and it won't come out. And I also got to put the pommel back on the end of the sword. But that one locks in and it won't come out. And when you tip up the figure, you can see the sword won't fall out of the sheath. So that's a good thing about it. But let me situate this Link figure now. So you have the arrow. This little peg system goes into that little hole right there you see on the handle of the bow. So let me put that in, and then I'll show you what it looks like. And like I said, you want to be careful with this arrow and bow. The Breath of the Wild Medicom Real Action Heroes Link is made a whole lot better than this Skyward Sword one, because the Skyward Sword one was their first one. So there are some very, very fragile parts, and you'll see what I mean here in a minute when I show it. But anyway, there is Link holding the bow, but you can see here the arrow is bending, and if you try to straighten it up too much, you will snap the arrow. But here's somewhat close I can get to that pose. I can't really get dead on because the arrow and the bow do not want to do the exact right thing like the picture. And too much tinkering with it, you could possibly snap that. And I don't want to do that. But there he is with the bow and arrow. You can see it looks pretty cool. But there's that pose. Next up, we'll do the pose where he's got the beetle on his arm. So, just slowly work these parts loose. And there's the arrow. And there's the bow. And then with the beetle, we are going to need Link in pose, but we need his eyes that look straight, so hang on a minute here, I'm getting set up. We need the eyes that look straight, so once again, switch the eyes out. The eyes that look straight are labeled always number 1. I'm just making sure he's got his arm situated the right way. Just give me a few seconds here, I'm tinkering with it. Make sure that it does right. Alrighty then, we're ready. So I got him in the kind of almost like the pose that he will be in for the beetle. So let me just get him standing up just a little bit. And turn his head this way. Put his arm more out this way. Like that. Okay, with the beetle, you will have to take this. Let me focus this. With the beetle, you will have to take this gauntlet piece off. Because this goes there. And once that goes there, then you insert the beetle on the arm. And after you've inserted the beetle on the arm, sorry, lost focus, you insert the hand. And that's the way this system is set up. Because the beetle and that thing will not fit over the gauntlet. I don't know why they made it like that, but they did. But anyway, let me just get him pulled up here. There he is with the beetle. And as you can see, the beetle will flip. So, it's mainly like once you get the pose that you want, you just set him down and you don't touch him. Like so. And if you want the beetle to go any higher, you gotta lift his arm up. But he will tendency want to flip the beetle. But there you go. There's Link with the beetle. And then the last pose that I'll show off, I'll get him set up in it, is the default picture where he's just standing there straight up. So let me situate his legs, fix his boots. Both links are made the same way, the Skyward Sword and the Breath of the Wild link. We'll be going over the Breath of the Wild link in the next video, but they are designed exactly the same way. The Breath of the Wild one just has a whole lot more accessories than what this one has. I mean, the Breath of the Wild one comes with so much more. I'm situating him, getting him ready for his final pose. Okay, So the pose that I'm putting him in, it's the pose that's inside the box. It's this one. I will show you that one right fast too, the running one. I'm not going to do that one. I kind of forgot about that one. Sorry, y'all. But we'll show you the running pose right fast. So, he's already got the right hands on him and the right face, so I just got to put him in that pose. So this goes backwards, that goes backwards like that. His foot comes frontwards like this, bends, and then, now, he really won't stand in this pose, so you would have to hold him while he's in this pose, because on a stand, it would never hold him in this pose. But anyway, here it is. Here's the pose when he's running. You can see at the bottom of his boots it has some stuff. 2011 Nintendo. Medicom toy, 2013 China. But this link is full of a lot of detail. So now I'll get him back in that final pose. That way we can get him standing. And then I'll show you how the stand works. The Medicom Real Action Hero stand. Which, when he's got his shield and his sword on his back, the stand is very hindered. You'll see right here, the shield is in the way. So you would have to do the stand from a, kind of like a sideways angle view. Get him situated. Like that. You will have to do the stand kind of like at a angle view. You can see it kind of like that because it can't get around the sword and the shield and the sheath. Because if that presses up too much, you saw how flimsy the rubber is right there. That would rip the belts. That's what I was always careful of when I had him in that pose. But that's going to do it for this figure review. I hope y'all enjoyed these videos, and I hope y'all are doing safe during these troublesome times, and you all have a blessed one. And when we come back, we will be finally going over the Breath of the Wild Medicom Real Action Heroes link. And those will be longer videos, just warning you ahead of time probably right now, because I want to go over a whole lot in that. But until that video goes up, you all have a blessed one, and I will continue to see you guys in my next one. And goodbye.